Air New Zealand's boss has just fronted in the past half hour to defend the turbulent start to the airline's new Auckland, New York service. It's blaming strong winds for problems that have prompted the carrier to pay passengers $2,500 not to board a flight. Te Anua Huri-Hanganui has more.
The big launch for Air New Zealand's first flight connecting New York and Auckland. Just a week later, it's been forced to fly with empty seats.
We got on the plane, it's half full.
We managed to get a whole row to ourselves, so we lay down.
That's because Air New Zealand offered 15 passengers compensation and free accommodation to catch an alternative flight. Unusually strong headwinds, gusting up to 200 kilometres per hour, meant they needed to lighten the load or stop in Fiji to refuel.
We were offered $1,500 US to catch an alternative home, but we wanted to come back and see our kiddies.
They said that our flight was overbooked.
We almost didn't get our third bag back here.
Passengers on board the inaugural flight from New York weren't so lucky, with reports of bags being left behind. Air New Zealand's chief executive acknowledging the problem.
What we're finding is that particularly on the trip back we can encounter some pretty difficult weather conditions. So, it's something that we've modelled for a year, but they've been a bit over what we modelled, so we're making some adjustments.
It's notoriously difficult to project some of these long-haul flights. Over time, as the data gets better, then the flight performance will improve.
The airline has no plans to make Fiji a permanent stopover.
What we're really interested in doing is making sure that it's a great experience, and this non-stop experience is pretty important for our customers.
But aviation experts warn the strong headwinds could remain a major headache.
They are always consistently blowing out across that big wide Pacific expanse, and so you have problems basically anything around north of Tahiti.
The airline confident it can combat this safely while keeping customers happy. Te Anua Huri-Hanganui, One News.
And Air New Zealand boss Greg Foran says the airline will be selling even fewer seats on the route to help alleviate the issue.